Safeguard your king and defend f7 with a rook.
Safeguard your king and defend f7 with the rook.
Black can't castle and white keeps the initiative. Try again and look for a better way to defend f7. Good start. White captured on f7 anyway. Keep it up. What's next? Good work. Black's king is slightly exposed, but white has no developed pieces, and black has an excellent position. White has chosen a bad moment to castle, and black can start a strong attack. How should you do it?
White has chosen a bad moment to castle and black and start a strong attack. How should you do it?
Good decision. White attempted to copy black's idea, but black hasn't cast. This is a good capture, but there's a threat that's even stronger. Try to find. Good decision. White attempted to copy. Black is slightly better, but there's a threat that's significantly stronger. Try to find it. There's a better move. Try again and look for a useful threat.
What is the best move here?
This is reasonable, but another threat is more useful. Try to. Good decision. White attempted to copy black's idea. Chase
Is
white's knight from the center.
is white knight.
Good idea. How should you expose the white king? Black is only slightly better. Try again and look for a better capture. Black is only slightly better. Try again and look for a better capture. There's a better option. Try again and look for a good capture. There's a better option. Try again and look for a good. Trade knights to force open white's king protection. White's king side is exposed. How should you take advantage? Well played. White will have difficulty defending the exposed king, and black will aim for a quick mate if the queen can ever reach g2. Black has a dangerous attack, but white's bishop blocks the g-file. What should you do about it? Good start. How should you continue the attack? White would have been better off sacrificing the g3 bishop. Nice move. How should you keep it up? How should you win material? Well played. This is the sort of trouble that the pins on f3 or f6 can cause for either player. Pinning a knight on the king side is rarely advantageous before the opponent has castled. How can black take advantage of the poorly placed bishop on h4? White should have retreated the bishop to g. Good choice. What should you do about the pin on f6? Black is doing well, but it's stronger to attack the g5 bishop. Good choice. What should you do about the pin on f6? Nice move. How should you prevent white from applying more pressure to the pinned knight on f6?
How should
Black is doing well, but there's a pin that's stronger. Try to find. Nice move. How should you prevent white from applying more pressure to the pinned knight on f6?
what I should play? Let's take a hint.
Pin the c3 knight.
Oh, man.
Good work. White won't be able to take advantage of the pin on f6. Eventually, black should convert the material advantage into a win. White's big pawn center threatens to take over the game, but black has a good defensive resource. What should you play? Good idea. How should you... White's knight c3 was a risky decision. How can black win material? Good work. With careful play from black, white might struggle to demonstrate enough compensation for the sacrificed pawn. Black's knight on e4 is vulnerable to attack. How should white take advantage? Black fights back in the center with a good position. Try again and look for a way to trap the e4 knight. There's a better move. Try again and look for a strong threat. Black fights back in the center with a good position. Try again and look for a way to trap the e4 knight. Black fights back in the center with a good position. Try again and look for a way to trap the e4 knight. Black fights back in the center with a good position. Try again and look for a way to trap the e4 knight. Good move. The only way for black to defend the knight prevents him or her from castling. How should white take over the center? Great job. White has a dominant center and the safer king. How should black prevent white from dominating in the center? White wins material with a fork. Try again and look for a stronger option. White takes over the center and black is in trouble. Try again and look for a better option. Great move. If black can play the thematic d5 advance, it's usually difficult for white to prove compensation for any sacrificed material. Black has captured too many pawns and white can win material. How should you do it? This is a good idea, but another check is even stronger. Try to find it. Black has captured too many pawns and white... Black strikes back in the center with decent chances to defend. Try again and look for a better way to attack the knight. There's a better option. Try again and look for a good check. This is a good idea, but another check is even stronger. Black has captured too many pawns, and white can... There's no need to sacrifice. Try to find a much stronger check. Great move. What's next? Well done. White wins material and should win the game. Black's been incautious and white can win material. How? Good start. What's next? Black is okay. Try again and look for a winning threat. Great work. Black has no way to save the bishop and white will win material. How did Gioacchino Greco, the first great master of the Italian opening, justify his immense material sacrifice? Good move. How should you keep up the attack? Good work. How did Greco continue to bring pieces into the kingside attack? Black wins more material, but white's attack is unstoppable. Good idea. How should you keep up the attack? Black's sacrifices won't extend the game for long. How should you win material? Great move. There's only one winning move. Greco found it. Can you? Great idea. What's next? Nice move. What did Greco play to force mate and convince his opponent to? Well done. Black resigned in Greco. NN 1620. There's no good defense against white's mating attack.